of all, I would like to thank its entire team, including Vizia ma'am. Without all of you, whatever I have a score or whatever, even those students who have passed this time wouldn't have been possible. So your contribution is also counted in our journey. Okay, so about my experience, one thing I wanted to say here is I was very afraid of IFRS. To be honest, though I am qualified chartered accountant, my area of expertise is different. I'm more into taxation and a bit of accounting. But it always used to hint me whenever I go for an interview, especially for accounting role, they used to touch upon IFRS, and I used to have a lot of anxiety about if they ask something I would not be able to answer, and it doesn't look good for a chartered accountant not answering at least logically. So I'm good at accounting conceptually, and I do good in accounting, but if I have to apply very professionally about IFRS, I was very poor, and that exactly it came to my mind, if that is my weakness, why don't I make it possible by way of upskilling myself. So I started this somewhere in the month of May, to be honest, May 2021, not too early, in May 2021. And then I used to hear about Diploma IFRS from a long time, and a lot of certificate course also regarding this. But finally I decided to go with a Diploma IFRS, and then I just did a Googling. So even before getting into ACCA, I found EDUs in Google, and to be very honest, I did try and called some other institution, one or two, and finally I felt EDUs was very professional, and this is where I decided to go with EDUs. I didn't do so much of research, but the way team spoke to me, gave everything that a student want to get clarified about IFRS. And they didn't force me, rather they encouraged me, okay, if you would like to go, these are the advantages, these are the hard work that you need to put, and end of the day you can decide. So that impression was very much interesting for me, and I didn't take time. The moment I spoke somewhere in the month of July, very next day I joined, I just went to EDUs, and I registered myself. And on registration, as you all would have experienced by this time, very smooth. I didn't even know how my registration got done with ACCA and things like that. Everything they took care, and that exactly it was introducing and saying that you as a student, whatever you need, whatever tools you need, we'll be able to. This is what is our responsibility, and rest all will be with you to do your hard work, utilize our tools, and be success. And this is all by experience. And now I am actually glad to share that exactly that has happened in whole my summary, if I have to say. So they put all the effort as like a guardian, and all the tools, which is most advanced technology for one student that would look for nowadays, especially for working people like us. So meaning they got a Google Classroom, they got a lot of kit, they got a lot of material that which you will be as a student, you'll be searching in Google and getting those extraction, but they have got over a period of time, and everything is available. And if you are for example non-CA, you can go into detail about it. If you are CA, or if you know certain accounting standard already, then you can just go and refer the summary version. You don't have to go into detail. So it's a combination of everything which has helped me to prepare and achieve my weekly goals, especially. So their schedule, the classroom with Vizia ma'am is absolutely fantastic to clear all your conceptual doubt. And more importantly, the approach what we have here is which is what is more interesting. They told me first you have to do your own study and then come for class and things like that. So which is very interesting. So you do your self-study, which help you to understand on your own. And this is where you'll get a lot of doubt, a lot of questions, which you can mark it, and then One way is like immediately you'll have a quiz, which is fantastic things, So quiz, like, which makes you like, even though if you feel that this is what's supposed to be answered, but certain time when you do, it will give you explanation why your answer is wrong. So you'll get conceptually, all right there, and you'll feel like comfortable. And as like any student, when I registered for few weeks, it was like very swing. Like I was getting into interest, and I was putting a lot of time for that. But like it does not happen always. So I also, to be honest, went down for like about a month, like somewhere in the month of August. I was not really studying. My interest gone down, which is bad actually, but that exactly happened to me, to be honest. And then like what I made myself is like, we as a working people, like we can't put full time or whatever schedule EDUs has given, but what we have to make sure is the consistency. This is what EDUs has told, and I had kept that in my mind. So instead of like, if not possible for 2-3 hours, I was making sure that at least half an hour, 1 hour I should give daily, or if not daily, like once in a 2 days is also fine. And this is what I did. And when the class started, I was just following the study material and all the Vijaya ma'am classroom. And I'm also very positive about attending the live class, because live class is like more attentive. Like you'll not be focused here there, because if you're studying recorded class, then you must get some kind of distraction. But in live class, be very attentive, you'll get opportunity to ask a question. So if possible, we must attend a live class. And then before, like, it will go on, and during like first 3-4 months now, I'm sure like all of you who have joined by this time, you'll get enough time, which is like fantastic. You can do whatever you want. Now you've got so much of time, but only thing is you have to make it a little bit discipline, a little bit consistency, and that's it is needed. So when you're closer to exam, then I just follow the practice kit, which covers even the past exam question, and the study material, and then there is a passcode. This only 3 things. And Ms. Bija ma'am had told like to go through this technical article. So what I did for technical article is like, while I was studying respective accounting standard, I was going through the technical article, because technical article is simple language and very good for your understanding. Okay, so I have already gone through once, and then just before exam, like during exam week, I was just going through the study material little bit, and then more for the practice manual, and finally the technical article. So this is what I did, and I got a good mark, which is like more than expected, I would say, because the mock exam I got just 51, and it was very helpful. This very important thing that I wanted to share is like mock exam is very, very helpful. One, because like if you set your mind like you are going to give mock exam, you will be starting your preparation ahead of that. So if you don't have that thing in mind, like probably you'll prepare for your exam like 1 week late. But if you choose for mock exam, you'll start preparing as if you're going to give one exam before your final exam. So that mindset will change, and at the same time you get practice about it. So I gave a mock exam, and I got a feedback like, you have got a conceptual understanding, but your exam technique is very poor. So this was the overall feedback. And I'm also glad to say that EDUS has got such a beautiful explanation about exam techniques. So whatever you study, I'm sure you all go through that, and you will be conceptually all right if you follow the schedule. But if you don't follow the exam techniques, then again it's very tough to score mark. So down the line you'll get to know what is exam techniques, which EDUS has. They are very strong in that, and they'll give you all by that how they have experienced in past. And